Well. World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael.
Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. Trailer, there's a mo, it's a piece.
Shut the fuck up! Fucker! Move! Well, world-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael.
Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. Trailer, there's a mo, it's a
Shut the fuck up! Fucker! Move! Damn it!
Alrighty, folks, we are done waiting around for you fake gamers to try and figure out that we are live. And yes, we are live right here at youtube.com/MichaelDoesLive. We have over 106,000 subscribers. Your grandma knows about this channel because I'm that damn great at what I do. And we're actually somebody on this platform, unlike a lot of these losers that love to yap and flap their gums 24/7. But I will tell you that we played Silent Hill 2, and anyone that's wanting to talk about Silent Hill 2, we're going to start timing you out because we've already covered that game. And we said that we didn't really want to cover it, but we wanted to make a pit stop, and that's exactly what we did. We made a pit stop with Silent Hill 2. We covered Silent Hill 2. It's not my fault you couldn't be bothered to show up. And if you want to watch the content, it is there for you to consume. So we've already covered Silent Hill 2. The game's trash, and there's nothing more that I can add to it. Now, if you want to sponsor another Silent Hill 2 stream, get your wallet out, and we'll do, we'll go ahead and jump back into Silent Hill. That's fine with me. But until you can do that, which of course you can't, then we won't be jumping back into Silent Hill 2. Okay? So don't come in here and ask about Silent Hill 2 when we have already covered Silent Hill 2. Okay? And you guys, these fake gamers in here, they don't care about these games because this is proof. This is evident of that. Right? We're talking about the biggest entity in all of Vidya, about 2 months early, right? Rockstar is going to pull the curtain back soon. We know that. Okay? It's happening. And when it does happen, you all are going to flap gums and pretend to care. But where were you here in October? You weren't in here. You weren't talking about the biggest entity in all of Vidya. Instead, you wanted to talk about Flavor of the Week because everyone else was talking about Flavor of the Week. That's what you wanted to do. That's the towel that you threw into that pile. The current, trendy, Flavor of the Week, Flavor of the Month pile. You weren't in it for the long haul. You weren't in it for the marathon, and you can't handle it. And it's the fake gamer mentality that has definitely hurt this industry. You have these the internet darling crowd. They love to show these terrible games. Silent Hill 2 is a very obscure game. Like they should have never. It's almost like raising the Titanic. Almost, I'll tell you that. It's really like raising the Titanic. You look at Silent Hill 2, and it's like that's a game that's made by a team that wanted to make a game that was kind of very out there and nothing more than that. Really, it wasn't made for money. Because who was buying that shit back in the day outside of, maybe it was great graphics on the PS. That's what we're talking about. We got Dennis fucking Parker, the comeback king, kicking things off in a way that makes sense. That's what we love to see. Holy motherfucking shit, the lasers are coming out early here today. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D, is in the building and coming through in a way that makes sense with the $20 super chat kicking things off. In a way that makes sense, Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D, is in the building and coming through in a way that makes sense with the $20 super chat to kick things off here today. And we're getting the fireworks out, we're getting the lasers out because Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D, has just made a damn point, popping you the cherry, and in a way that makes sense with the $20 super chat. We are in the building and we are coming through hard and strong. Dennis fucking Parker is plowing through here in a way that makes sense as we are freaking live, folks, and you guys need to lock in a way that makes sense. You guys need to lock in a way that makes sense because we are live. Dennis freaking Parker in the building, Heavy D coming through, and in a way that makes sense. I don't know where you guys are all at. You guys wanted to sit here and watch this Silent Hill crap. You guys show up for that, but you can't show up for this discussion because, your favorite YouTubers aren't covering it. Rockstar isn't talking about it, but they will be talking about it about 2 months from now. And for some reason, you can't handle that. You can't handle that. Why can't you handle that? Because what else is there to talk about between now and then? Quite frankly, there's not all that much to talk about. We got Dennis freaking Parker in the building, Heavy D coming through and kicking things off in a tremendous way. It's what we love to see. Coming through in a way that makes sense. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D in the building here. The Bruce Wayne Bucks deployed as we are out here kicking things off in a way that makes sense. Let's go ahead and hit the like button. Let's go ahead and manually share the stream. That's what someone did yesterday. They manually shared the stream. You could tell by the numbers. And the funny thing is they don't stay long. Dennis freaking Parker is coming through yet again. That's what we love to see with now the two-time Tony Hawk combo.
Dennis Parker.
Holy motherfucking shit. That's what we love to see. Dennis fucking Parker is in the building coming through. Heavy D is now plowing through here today, and in a way that makes sense. And as such, we're going to go ahead and get you them lasers. And as such, we're also going to go ahead and get you them fireworks. Dennis freaking Parker, Heavy D, is in the building and coming through in a way that makes sense. Let's go. It's not that hard. Lewis is in the building. I'm so glad Lewis is in here because he can actually communicate, unlike a lot of these people that just need to go back to school. Really, honestly. You know, Dennis freaking Parker, Heavy D, is kicking things off here in a way that makes sense. Hard and strong as we're live. Only 55 likes from what I can see on my end. That's inexcusable. All these Silent Hill fanboys want to sit here and say, oh, play the game. And then the whole, I'm not going to get into it, but it's a weird behavior. It's a really weird behavior. If you want me to play Silent Hill, then we can play Silent Hill. But y'all need to show up for it, and you won't, so I'm not going to do it. We've already played it. We've already covered it, and I already said it was trash, and you can disagree or you can agree. I really don't care. I laid out my opinion on it. I gave you my perspective. I put time into the game. What have you done? Let me go to your channel and see how much gameplay you got of that game. Oh, you got none because you didn't even buy it. So why are you defending this game that you didn't even play? I mean, make it make sense. These people are lunatics, just straight up lunatics. They don't. I have no idea what's up there, Crawl, but it said Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D, is plowing through here today. It's what we love to see. That's what we're talking about. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D, is in the building, coming through with, I believe, the 3-time Tony Hawk combo here. Dennis fucking Parker kicking things off. You might be the only one supporting the show here today because we got fake gamers all across the board in here. And they just can't handle it. But when the conversation does start up again with this game in about 2 or so months from now, they're going to be right back up in here. I'm like, oh, yeah, Michael, let's talk about that. What if I wanted to talk about Silent Hill 2 in 2 months from now? Would you guys want to join me then? No, you wouldn't. You see, that's how you guys operate. You want to talk about what's trendy. You want to talk about what's current. You want to talk about what's, on the cusp of the conversation. But you can't handle this discussion. This is the biggest entity in all of video. This is the final ride for gaming, essentially, right here, this game. And the quality of this game is really dependent on, if we continue really playing video games at this point, especially considering the way this industry is now and the slop that gets churned out on a 6-month basis, a year basis, 2-year basis, 3-year basis. It's all garbage, really. You guys are saying game of the Dreamcast guy gave Silent Hill 2 a 10 out of 10. That's so fake. I'm sorry. It's so fake. No one's looking at that game and saying it's a 10 out of 10. You're getting paid. Literally, you're getting paid. So just come out and say that because that's what's happening. You're getting paid by Konami or whoever to literally show that game. There is no way that you can play that game and say it's a 10 out of 10. The very few games, if any, deserve a 10 out of 10. That's absolutely asinine. That's absolutely asinine. So, Dreamcast guy came out of the woodwork today, and I saw his video, and he said he gave it a 10 out of 10. Unless he was talking about the original. He might have been talking about the original, which even that game, that's not a 10 out of 10. It's a very weird, obscure game, and, it's one of those games that really doesn't have a storyline. It's just a bunch of stuff thrown together. It's like Elden Ring almost. It's like, well, this is the lore, and you have to kind of figure it out, and it's open for interpretation, I guess. I don't know. It's a weird game. It wasn't made for money. But now they're making it from, isn't that ironic? The original game obviously wasn't, they obviously made a sequel because the first one probably did pretty well. But, obviously if they took it in a different direction and, they improved upon things, they've added in things, and then they made this storyline like it's a Hallmark love story and whatever the hell is going on in that story. And, But it's funny. It's ironic because now they're making the Silent Hill games strictly for money. I mean, obviously, if they wanted to make it for the love of the franchise, they would have remade any other Silent Hill game. But they picked the most popular one and the most loved one, and that's Silent Hill 2, and that's what's going to sell at least for this month. And it's great. Konami's smart because it's like, okay, you remake Silent Hill 2, Dennis fucking Parker back up in the building. It's what we love to see. With now the 3-time Tony Hawk combo, let's go ahead and get the fireworks. Let's go ahead and get the lasers. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D in the building, just single-handedly saving the show here today. Without your support, we wouldn't be getting any support because there's too many freeloaders in here. And that's why we stopped playing Silent Hill 2 yesterday, because you guys stopped coming through. We would have continued playing the game if you could help me, but you couldn't help me. And not only that, but you couldn't help support the show. You couldn't like the show. You couldn't share the show. You couldn't certainly go above and beyond and support the show in that way. So we had to just stop playing it. But we could jump back into it again. I don't think we will, but there's no reason to. So because we've already seen enough of that game. We've already seen enough of that game. We've already seen that, you guys want to disagree because, I should come out of the woodwork and start shilling all of these games because you guys love playing contrarian. And then the comments will be, oh, you're a shill and you got paid off and this, that, and the third. It's so funny how you guys operate. It really is. It's so funny how you guys think and how you guys operate, because it's very disingenuous, to be honest. It's like, oh, Michael likes this game, we hate it. Michael hates this game, we like it. It's really stupid and silly, to be honest, because you guys don't have a real take on these games. You don't play them. You don't put any time into them. You don't even care about video games. That's why, I don't even know why you're really here, but nonetheless, you're here, and I guess that's not really my opinion on why you're here. But regardless, that's where most of you guys stand. You guys can't formulate your own opinion on these games. You have to wait for everyone else to tell you what to think, and it's really sad stuff. If you like the Silent Hill 2 remake, that's fine. We could still be friends. That's fine with me. But I didn't think the original source material was all that fantastic, so I'm not sure what was the reason to remake it, especially when they didn't seemingly bring anything new to the table and they modernized it for the modern audience. That's very boring. They could have did so much more with it, and I don't think that they did all that much with it. I think they stayed close to the source material within a... Well, maybe they didn't. I don't know. I haven't played the original game outside of maybe the first 30 minutes, but... they obviously didn't deviate too far from it, because if they did, no one would buy it. So, and the scores wouldn't be as high as they are unless it was a Shield paid campaign, which it probably was. There's a guy on YouTube, I forgot his name, but he came out of the woodwork and he said he denied coverage of the game. Konami, or someone came to him and they were going to pay him to talk positively about it, essentially, and he denied coverage of that. He's a big YouTuber. I forgot his name though, but he came out of the woodwork and he made a Silent Hill 2 video, and he said. It's one of those video essays, but he said that they came to him, and he said that, I'm not trolling either, he said, it's in his comment, his first comment on the video, and he said that they came to him and they offered him to essentially shill, here's some money and advertise, talk good about the game essentially, or promote the game or whatever the case may be, and he denied it, he turned it down. So I think that's really what's happening, is that, Konami is reaching out, or whoever, and they're essentially paying these people to indirectly talk positively about it, because, if they were paying me to talk positively about it, of course, I'm not going to sit out here and say that the game is trash when they're paying me to say otherwise, really. That would be stupid. So, but that opportunity didn't come my way. So if we got an opportunity like that, if Konami said, hey, here's $500 to say this game's great, it's like, okay, we can make a 2-minute video and say this game's fantastic. It's not that hard. And that's what a lot of people are playing for on here. They're playing for approval. They're playing for acceptance. They're playing for validation, money. They're playing for all of this stuff, clicks. And they're playing it safe as well. They can't have an opinion on these games that is controversial. It's like the gaming industry. It's like GTA 6. This game is going to be garbage. It's going to be a watered-down slop, because that's really where it has to be. Take-Two has a hold of this thing. And we got someone coming through. We got George Stifalo coming through. That's what we're talking about. George Stifalo coming through in a way that makes sense.
Super chat. GTA 6, I just want to play it now.
That's what we're talking about. George Stifalo in the building, coming through hard and strong. Great support here today. Let's keep the train going here, folks. Let's keep the train going here, folks. George Stifalo is in the building, coming through in a way that makes sense. He says GTA 6, just want to play it now. Well, the game isn't out yet. It's not coming out until sometime next year. Unless that changes, and we're going to have to wait. But you don't have to wait too much longer to see probably a new look at this game, as the 1-year anniversary for the trailer 1 is coming within about 60-something days. I can't remember the exact count, but it is coming soon, in about 2 months or so. And, of course, December, early December, they could very well pull the curtain back on GTA 6 trailer 2. Okay, if you want to talk about Silent Hill 2, why don't you donate $20 like that guy did, and we'll talk about Silent Hill 2 throughout this entire broadcast. If you're so just dependent on that, then let's go ahead and make it happen in a way that makes sense. Instead of spending money on that trash-ass game, why don't you get your money out and actually spend it on this incredible, immaculate content right here that Georgie has appreciated, and Dennis fucking Parker Heavy D. It's not that hard. We're not playing Dragon Ball Z. We're not playing Dragon Ball Z. It's as simple as that. We're talking about GTA 6. Lewis, these people are ridiculous. These people are ridiculous. And you know what's going to happen? In 2 months from now, when Rockstar does pull the curtain back, they're all going to want to talk about this game. What if I wanted to talk about Silent Hill 2 then? What if in December I say, you know what, let's start talking about Silent Hill 2. Oh, that's not allowed, right? We're not going to tune in for that. We don't care. They only tune in when it's trendy, when it's current, when it's hot, and when, all these other shills are talking about the same damn game. They have no desire to come out here and talk about these games early. It doesn't matter if this is the biggest entity in all the video. They need something new. They're a bunch of consumers. I don't need anything new. Trailer 2 doesn't need to exist. I don't even think this game should exist, to be honest. I think they should cancel this game because I don't think it's going to be great in a lot of aspects. It could be great, but I don't think it will. I think this has an uphill battle more so than any other game that has come before it from Rockstar. So quite frankly, if they came out tomorrow and said, hey, we have an update on GTA 6 and it's not great news, I really wouldn't care. I mean, we would cover it and I would say, okay, well, maybe this is for the best. Maybe it's time to, pull the plug on GTA 6 and say, now is not the time. Because I can tell you how this game is going to turn out. I think it's very evident and very obvious from Trailer 1. You don't need Trailer 2 to formulate an opinion on this game. So if you're waiting for Trailer 2 to do something new for you, it's not. You can get that opinion right from Trailer 1 that came out last year, really 1 year ago. So I'm not sure really what you guys are waiting for. I'm not talking about Silent Hill 2. This isn't the Silent Hill 2 discussion stream. Because here's what would have happened. If I made a Silent Hill 2 discussion stream, you guys would have wanted to talk about GTA 6. I already know how this works. So now that we're talking about GTA 6, you want to go the opposite direction and start talking about Silent Hill 2 as if we have something to add to that conversation. We don't have anything to add to that conversation. I did a 3 or 4 hour stream on the game. I made a YouTube short. We put up a video, but you guys didn't click and watch on it. So we took it down. So we're not putting out a video because you guys can't be bothered to watch. You don't deserve a video. So we're going to keep doing streams. That way we don't have to put in any effort, really. That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to clip the streams, and then we're going to upload the clips of the streams that you guys don't watch. So it's really just a fantastic thing. Because I'm not making videos anymore if you're not going to click on them. I made an Alan Wake 2 video last October, and it got 100 and something thousand views. Now, it took a little while to get there, but nonetheless, if the videos got that many views, we'd be making them left and right. Believe me. But y'all can't be bothered to click. Y'all can't be bothered to share. Y'all can't be bothered to be a part of the conversation. So it's not in my best interest to make videos that don't get watched, that don't get viewed. And it's not dependent on the quality of the video. It's dependent on your mood. And I'm not here to go down that road. You can go see a shrink, okay? So it's really that simple. So if you can't be bothered to figure that out, or if you disagree, I really couldn't care less. We're not talking about Silent Hill 2. We're not talking about Silent Hill 2. We're here to talk about GTA 6. You guys have no opinion. Funny, because in 2 months you will. Because you're going to see this brand new flashy trailer in 2 months, or new screenshots, or whatever Rockstar decides to release, and then you're going to have a new opinion, as if that's going to change everything. Well, maybe it could, but I don't think that will be the case. So I'm not sure why you need something new fed to you in order to come out of the woodwork and say, I now have an opinion on this game. But you didn't have anything to say about this game 2 months before the new content was released. I think that's very fake. I think that's very disingenuous. Silent Hill 2 looks like it. Let's talk about Silent Hill 2. I'm going to rename the stream. We're done. We're not talking about GTA 6 anymore. You know what we're going to talk about for the next 2 months? We're going to talk about Silent Hill 2. That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Silent Hill 2. Because y'all can't stop talking about it. Okay? We're going to talk about Silent Hill 2 for the next 2 months straight. So when the GTA 6 stuff comes out, we're not talking about it. We're going to be talking about Silent Hill 2. We're going to be talking about Silent Hill 2 for all of eternity. For the next 2 years, 5 years. Let's talk about Silent Hill 2. Because y'all care about it so much, right? Y'all are fucking stupid. God, the worst, most pathetic audience of all time. I've never seen such fucking incels. My fucking life. I covered the game for multiple hours yesterday. Oh, you couldn't tune in? Guess what? The VOD's available. YouTube.com/MichaelDoesLife. It has 7,000 views. What do you want me to say about the game? It's shit. Shut up. No one cares about that woke fucking Japanese horror game. I don't care. It's junk. It was trash to begin with. The remake ain't going to make it better. I don't care about Silent Hill 2. Made it very evident and very clear that I don't care about Silent Hill 2. It's a stupid game. It's a stupid game. It doesn't resonate with me. It doesn't resonate with this generation. And you'll see that when the sales numbers come out for Silent Hill 2 Remake. The game will flop. I don't care how hard the marketing campaign is. The game will flop. Jeez. And if y'all want to see it so bad, then start donating and sponsoring the stream, and we'll play it. But until then, zip your lip. We're not going to sit out here and play these trash-ass games that put people to sleep. That game, there is no content to that game. It's worse than Alan Wake 2. In fact, it's very similar to that game, and that's why it's trash. You walk around and do nothing, and it's got pretty graphics. Okay. Make that make sense. Y'all still talking about Silent Hill 2? It's like, damn, get it out of your system. I've already covered it. What do you want me to say? I've already covered Silent Hill 2. I didn't even want to cover Silent Hill 2, but I thought, well, you know, it's got this little early access thing. You pay $80, you get the early access thing, and then that's how it works. So I thought, well, we'll go ahead and cover it, and I don't think the game's still out. I think it comes out tomorrow. But nonetheless, we've already played it. What do you want me to do? You want to sit in that apartment building and do that puzzle for the next 4 hours? I don't think that's entertaining. But, I mean, if you want to sponsor that stream, we can go ahead and make it happen. It's fine with me. We can go ahead and boot up Silent Hill 2. It's still on the PS5. I didn't delete it. Because y'all can't talk about GTA 6. Y'all can't talk about GTA 6. Let's talk about the current topic. No, let's not talk about the current topic. I don't care. I don't care about Silent Hill 2. No one does. I put out a video of some highlights of the stream. Great moments, and you guys couldn't be bothered to click on it. I only had 200 views in an hour. Taking that shit down. You know, in 2018, we put up a Spider-Man review, and we had about 2,000 views in 1 hour. So I'm not sure what happened to all of you, but y'all fell off. They want you to validate their favorite streamer and say it's a good game, change their life. I don't care. If you resonate with video games in that way, you're mentally unwell. Really, honestly, you're mentally unwell if you put your entire life and your personality behind a video game that you didn't help create. If you were on the development team, I could understand. But, you know, if you're coming at it from a end user perspective and you're a consumer and your whole personality is just, if this game is amazing and if you disagree, I can't be friends with you, then I don't. Makes very, very little sense to me. It's a video game. Makes very little sense to me. But, you know, then again, a lot of things don't make much sense to me. Okay. We're going to go ahead and play the trailer. We got to wake you guys up, and hopefully this will do it. We got to wake you guys up. Hopefully this will do it.
Lucia.
We got to wake you guys up. Hopefully this will do it.
Lucia. Do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
We got to wake you guys up. It's GTA season, bud. It's Rocktober. Fuck. You're talking about dumbass Silent Hill 2? Oh, fuck. There we go. We got some support coming in here. We got some support coming in. So we love to see.
Shordo_game.
Let's go ahead and get you them lasers, bud.
$5. If we can't go in every building and buy business, then the game is slop like most games now.
Look at Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, granted, Red Dead Redemption 2 came out about 6, 7, 8 years ago, whenever that was. You can't go into barely any interiors in that game. So if you're expecting, and we do appreciate your support, Shadow the Gamer coming through with the 5. But if you're expecting a complete overhaul here with the way Rockstar does interiors, I think you're going to be disappointed. I think there will be more, and I think they will find a way to make that happen. But I also think that if you think that every interior is going to be enterable, I think you're going to be disappointed. Unless they've really figured out how to do that and crack the code, I really just don't see that being in here, as Red Dead Redemption 2 was very disappointing. Mafia 3, let's not even get into it. Let's not even get into it. Don't even get me started on it. That's what we're talking about. Georgie coming through with a 2-time Tony Hawk combo.
$10 through Super Chat. Question: will GTA 6 the final GTA game?
Yeah. GTA 6 will be the final game. Unless Rockstar's plans change or unless the game underperforms in some way. I do believe it will be the final game because you have to understand that they have milked GTA 5 for about 12 years, 13 years, and I think this game, GTA 6, will have a 20-year roadmap, to be honest with you. So I really do believe that that's what will happen. And, of course, could be wrong, but I think this is going to be essentially a hub for all GTA things related to GTA 6, and they can just milk that until the cows come home for the next 2 decades, dead ass. Because they've already done that with GTA 5, and this is obviously going to be bigger and bolder, and especially in the online category. So, yeah, I think this could be the last GTA 6 game. I think that is a very fair assessment right here. Because you look at what they've done with GTA 5, and it's not hard to figure out. Well, they milked that for 12, 13 years, right? They're going to do that again, but even longer here around for GTA 6. So Georgie coming through with a 10. That's what we're talking about. Shadow in the building coming through with a 5. And we got someone else coming through in the pipeline. Chris H. is in the building, and he's plowing through here in a way that makes sense. Let's go ahead and get you them lasers and fireworks. Chris H. is in the building coming through in a way that makes sense.
Love is long, long road.
That's what we're talking about. Chris H. coming through hard and strong. Long-time member Chris H. in the building and plowing through here in a way that makes sense. Chris H. is in the building and coming through hard and strong with a $20 super chat. That's what we love to see. Chris H. is in the building plowing through here in a way that makes sense. And he says, love is a long, long road, and as such, we're going to go ahead and keep this going. Look at this trailer. Look at this trailer.
Well, look who's back. The only way we're gonna get through this is by sticking together, being a team.
Dude. Trust. I love it. I can't wait for this game to come out. I can't wait for you guys to start flapping them gums about it's woke, it's not woke. You know, it's going to be so predictable, these conversations. I just can't wait for this game to come out. I can't wait for trailer 2 to come next in the next 2 months. You know, you guys are just, whew. You guys love this game. You guys love the woke slop. You can't get enough of the woke slop. It's so woke. I mean, it's not even funny, right? Anyone that's saying it's not woke is, well, clearly voting for they're probably Kamala supporters. But, I mean, honestly, it's just, the game is woke. I mean, you look at the song choice, that's woke. You look at the main characters, woke themes all across this trailer. And you guys somehow think that trailer 2 is going to unwind all of this wokeness, right? No, it's not. This is woke themes 101. And I wouldn't be surprised if Sweet Baby Inc. were involved with this game at this point. I mean, Rockstar can't rock the boat anymore. You have to understand that, okay? The yacht is $1 billion yacht now. They upgraded from, you know, a pretty big boat to a $1 billion yacht. You know, Rockstar can't rock the boat anymore. How do you guys not see this? Take-Two is in control. Even the GTA YouTuber, what's his name, Dark Viper, came out of the woodwork and said this. He said that Take-Two has a hold essentially over Rockstar, and that's true. It's a $1 billion entity. They're not rocking the boat anymore. The former Rockstar devs came out of the woodwork, one of them anyway. Jamie King came out of the woodwork and said it's probably going to be less edgy. Well, those guys know. They're veterans at Rockstar, right? Yeah, they don't work there anymore, but well, that's why they don't work there anymore, because the frat boy culture is gone. This is going to be woke slop. It's going to have woke themes all throughout, and you guys are going to love it for that, because that's what you guys love. You guys love this woke garbage. You love Silent Hill 2. It's woke slop. Sweet Baby Inc. worked on that game, so you guys love that. You know, I'm serious. You guys love this woke crap. Dead ass. You guys love this woke crap. You guys love the wokeness. I deep down, you love it. Like, you secretly can't get enough of the wokeness, because you guys go out and buy these games every freaking time. You complain on the internet, but then you're going out and you're saying, oh, shut up and take my money. I love it. And I'm going to go on the internet and say the Silent Hill 2 remake's trash, but then you're going to go out and buy it. The only reason why I bought it was to cover it, because you have to buy it in order to cover it, because I'm not getting sent free games, right? And no one's going to gift it to me because, you know, God forbid. But that's the reality of the situation. I wouldn't have bought the Silent Hill 2 remake if we weren't streaming it. Like, why would I play that game? You know, the original If I wanted to play it, I'd play through the original. Don't want to play that. So it's like, well, why would I want to play the remake? Especially when it's an Unreal Engine, right? Ain't nobody want to do that. Ain't nobody want to play another carbon copy Unreal Engine game. That's ridiculous. That just could never be me. Yeah, you guys love woke. Secretly, you do. You love woke. You're probably going to vote for Kamala. I mean, unbelievable. Oh, Lord. You guys need to wake up and smell something that is I don't know what you need to do, but you guys need to get up on this here. It's really that simple. How woke can they get?
Do you know
Oh my God.
I guess.
Okay, this game is based in Florida, and are they going to have hurricanes? Because right now there's a hurricane coming to Florida. That's a major. Can we start listening in here?
San Martin's
in the building coming through.
Every game is woke to you and every game sucks to you.
Okay,
you are
then.
Always bashing every game. Every game. What game isn't woke to you?
Okay, but why is that a surprise? I have over a decade of content on this channel. YouTube.com/MichaelDoesLife. You can go back to one of the first videos is LA Noire sucks. So why is this a new thing? As if I just started doing this. Yet you came in here with this weird preconceived idea that, Michael's going to talk trash about this game more than likely. Yet you come in here and act like, this is all new. No, it's not all new. LA Noire sucks, 2011. What were you in 2011? Probably not even who knows, right? Where were you in 2011? Were you making content? Were you playing these games? Were you covering this shit? Your ass wasn't. Shut the fuck up. Respect your elders. Getting sick and tired of this shit. Take your $5 donation, shove it up your mother's ass, and then pull it out and sniff it. Because that's what you want to do. Stupid idiots in here. You're probably a Kamala supporter. Jeez. This trailer's not woke, by the way. Get out of here. Get out of here. God. I mean, these people are just stupid. It's ridiculous. Who cares? Who's being positive about games? It's either a shill campaign or people are telling it like it is. Who are you watching that's shilling? You guys are watching a bunch of shills, and then you get indoctrinated by these shills because they all have the same talking points. Dreamcast guy, young, yeah, shill up, blah, 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 blah. On and on and on. They're all bullshit. And then you come over here because you're all subscribed to them losers, and then you all come over here and expect the same thing. And then when you don't get it, you cry. Oh, Michael, you didn't agree with what everyone had to say. Yeah, I didn't because it was trash. I played it, okay? I wasn't paid to say it was great. Stupid idiot. Get a life. Tired of these losers. No, I'm not going to discuss the social media system here today because you guys can't handle that.
Well, look who's back. The only way we're gonna get.
I'm not discussing the woke themes. I'm not discussing the woke themes. If you want to discuss the woke themes, why don't you donate $500 right now? We'll discuss the woke themes. We're not discussing the woke themes because you guys can't handle mature conversations. You guys can't even talk about game design. You guys can't even talk about any aspect of any video game outside of just a surface level. Is this game good or not? So we're not discussing the wokeness of this trailer, okay, because it's very evident. You can go back and look at, well, I'm just going to stop talking there. You don't deserve it.
Sticking together.
Santa Claus ain't bringing you that present this Christmas. I'll tell you what, he going to deliver coal. He going to be delivering coal. Trust. You idiots love the wokeness. Oh, my God, you love the wokeness. This has sweet baby ink all over it. Oh, my God, you love the wokeness. You guys can't even conversate about this game because you love the wokeness. It's really sad. Because, honestly, you guys said Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm not going to talk about that game here today because we talk about it every time we bring this game up. But it's really telling that you guys appreciated Red Dead 2 when I just saw a thread on 4channel today that was telling it like it was, and of course it got downvoted or whatever. The mods probably took it down because you have to show that game over there too. But I mean, they're pushing the. I'm not going to get into the politics, but it's just like you have a Wild West game where the cowboy has a stick up his ass and he likes it. That's woke. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying that that's woke, right? You have this cowboy from 18 or whatever. I'm not going to describe the game, okay? You guys have played it. You guys love it. And Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D is in the building coming through in a way that makes sense. Holy motherfucking shit. That's what we're talking about. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D is in the building coming through. And in a way that makes sense, let's go ahead and get them fireworks. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D is plowing through hard and strong with the $100 super chat. That's what we love to see coming through and coming through in a way that makes sense. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D is in the building here today and plowing through again and again and again and again. I believe that is the 4 or 5 time Tony Hawk combo here today for Dennis fucking Parker. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D plowing through and in a way that makes sense. Let's go ahead and get some dubs up in the motherfucking chat. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D is in the building and coming through in a way that makes sense. Hard and strong with the massive back-to-back-to-back-to-back support here and coming through in a way that makes sense. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D is in the building. Let's go ahead and get them fireworks out yet again. We got the confetti, we got the fireworks, we got the lasers, we got it all right out here. Dennis fucking Parker plowing through here and in a way that makes sense. It's what we love to see. Let's go ahead and get the confetti out. It is a party. The support today is actually stronger than it was yesterday playing Silent Hill 2. That's why we stopped playing Silent Hill 2, because you guys couldn't be bothered to support. We had great viewership, but, all these freeloaders came in and they said the game was good and, that Michael was wrong. That's not contributing to the show in a way that makes sense. You guys should come in and say, you know what, Michael? Yeah, this is woke slop, because that's what it is. But you guys couldn't be bothered to come out of your shell and say that, yeah, you know what, this game is trash, because that's just the way you guys operate. But Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D is in the building and coming through hard and strong here. Back to back to back to back. I believe the 4-time or 5-time Tony Hawk combo. Let's double check on that. But nonetheless, Dennis freaking Parker, Dennis fucking, okay, something's happening with YouTube here. It's lagging, it's freezing tremendously, the browser here. We got Dennis fucking Parker in the building coming through and in a way that makes sense with, I believe, the 4-time Tony Hawk combo. Dennis fucking Parker. We're talking back to back to back to back support here and coming through in a way that makes sense. Let's go ahead and get them fireworks back out again. It is a party in here today. We're talking about GTA 6, the biggest entity in this entire medium. You don't understand how big this game is. Well, you might, but when this game does come out, it's going to smash records. It's going to sell like hotcakes, and it's going to be unlike anything that you've ever seen before, in a lot of ways, good or bad. And that's why we're covering this, because it is time for an update in about 2 months from now. And I know we're a little early to the party, but that's okay, because it's better to be early to the party than late, okay? It's as simple as that. It's better to be early to the party than late. Now, I'll tell you what, if they really wanted to impress me with GTA 6, what if Trailer 2 was a totally different? What if they started it off in Liberty City or something and 2 new characters? We're talking, what if they do 3 trailers for this game, and every trailer it's a different city and it's different characters? Wouldn't that be crazy? But instead they wanted to downgrade this. You went from 3 playable characters to 2. With better hardware, mind you, right? We're talking almost 2-generation gap, 3-generation gap, actually. It's insane. It's crazy. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D is in the building, and as such, we're gonna go ahead and roll it back yet again. Play it back yet again. Why can't someone made a video on Red Dead 2? It got taken down by YouTube. They exposed all of the political agenda in the game. They've exposed the woke themes. You can go find it if you want. Type it in, Red Dead 2 woke. It's a 40-minute, it's like a 2-hour video actually showing how terrible the
Georgie
game is and the
Cifuentes
writing's so
super
inconsistent.
chatted $5.
Georgie's coming through yet
I'm
again. That's what we're
curious,
talking
in
about.
GTA 6, are the characters get to capture alligators?
You have to look at the foundation of Red Dead 2 and build from that. Can we capture alligators in Red Dead 2? The answer is no. If Rockstar can put... You really have to look at Red Dead 2 because that was their last output and say, okay, it's, we can work from that. That's what they're going to build on, right? They're going to build on that engine. That, obviously this is going to be bigger and better as we would expect, right? This is $1 billion game. That's what the rumors are. So it should be miles we're talking light years ahead of Red Dead 2. That's what I need to see from this game. This game has to put Red Dead 2 in the PSP category. That's what this game needs to do. But when the woke losers at Rockstar have a problem with what I have to say about Red Dead 2 because they can't handle it, then the whole game's in the shitter. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D's back up in the building with now the 5-time Tony Hawk combo. Let's go ahead and get some dubs up in the motherfucking chat. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D is back up in the building, coming through with now the 5-time Tony Hawk combo. Let's go ahead and get some motherfucking dubs up in the motherfucking chat. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D is in the building and coming through in a way that makes sense. Hard and strong. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D is out here and plowing through in a way that makes sense. It's what we love to see. We got the fireworks out here. We got the lasers out here. And we have the confetti out here. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D, is in the motherfucking building with now, I believe, the 5-time Tony Hawk combo. The briefcase plopped open on the table, and inside is the Bruce Wayne box with back-to-back support here from Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D, in the motherfucking building, coming through hard and strong. And in a way that makes sense. It's what we love to see. And as such, let's go ahead and celebrate. It is a party out here today. Big, strong support. You know what's funny? We had more viewers for Silent Hill 2, but less support than what we have today. That's the reality of the situation. We got more support here today, I believe, than yesterday, despite more viewers yesterday. It makes no sense. That's why I'm not playing Silent Hill 2, because it's a snooze fest. I'd rather be outside. We're getting some vitamin D, and we're talking about the biggest entity. We're talking about the biggest entity in all of vidya. Why would I want to sit inside and play that stupid-ass Hallmark love story game that makes no sense? And that, they've why would... I'm just done. I'm done. Dude, I can't. You guys want to shill it, that's fine with me. It just could never be me, though. We're not going to finish Silent Hill 2. I'll tell you this. If you can get 450 people in here for Silent Hill 2 Part 2 stream, we'll do it. But like the Joker 2... And let's not even get into that discussion. And I haven't seen the Joker 2, but I will tell you that I just think the normies couldn't handle it, and I think that's based. I think that's really based. Now, there's a lot of conspiracy theories going around about the Joker 2, and some people are saying that maybe Todd Phillips wanted to piss off the studio or spite the incel crowd that was, kind of gathering to the first one. That's what we're talking about. IAD's coming through.
Autumn leaves.
That's what we're looking at, the beautiful autumn leaves. Look at this right here. Look at the beautiful autumn leaves. A little blurry, but nonetheless, you can take a look at it, and you can take a look at it in a way that makes sense. IAD is coming through, plowing here. We got big support today. We didn't expect that. Big support here. We do appreciate it. Big support here today. We're just 60-something days, 69 days, we're 59 days, I think. Can't remember the exact count, but nonetheless, we're about 2 months away from when this one-year anniversary for GTA 6 Trailer 1 is happening, and Rockstar is going to more than likely pull the curtain back on this. You can disagree, I don't care, but when it happens, you're gonna come back and apologize. Otherwise, we're going to get you up out of here. It's because if I see you in the chat and you were saying, oh, this isn't going to happen in 2 months, and then it does happen in 2 months, so we're going to get you right up out of here. You're not going to be allowed to come back in because we don't want to hear your flapping your gums because you don't know what you're talking about. We know that this is what's going to happen. And we know this because we look at the history of Rockstar games. This is what they've always done. Dennis fucking Parker now with, I believe, the 6-time Tony Hawk combo. Let's go ahead and make it pop, and let's make it work in a way that makes sense.
99 cents through Super Chat.
The lasers. Dennis fucking Parker is now, I believe, in here with the 6-time Tony Hawk combo. The lasers have been activated. The fireworks are going off, and the confetti is flowing. Oh, we got the balloons out here, bro. What you mean, homie? Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D is in the motherfucking building coming through, and in a way that makes sense. That's what we're talking about. Coming through hard and strong in a way that makes sense. The briefcase, the Bruce Wayne bucks on the table, plopped open as wide as possible, and as such, Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D, is in the motherfucking building. Hey, how you doing? It's Beetlejuice. And you know, they ruined Beetlejuice, too. Do you think I went to see the new Beetlejuice? I'm not seeing that woke slop. You know what I mean? Why would I go see Tim Burton, who's a has-been, right? He was good back in the day, but he sold out, and then he just fell off. And you know, they had to throw in the woke themes. They had to throw in, you know, Jenna Ortega because she's trendy right now. There's no soul in that movie. They've waited way too long to make the new Beetlejuice movie, and you got all these stupid idiots shilling that garbage. Well, let's resume that conversation about Joker 2, because I haven't seen the Joker 2, but really when you dissect what's going on with the Joker 2, from what I can understand, it's a very, to say the least, it's a very interesting thing. Bob Martin is Bob Martin is in the building coming through.
$5. Whatever, man. Silent Hill 2 remake has got potential and it isn't going to flop. I'm outta here. I will be playing Silent Hill 2 remake. It's so woke.
Well, you're probably a Kamala supporter. You know, that's fine if you are. I mean, vote for who you want. But it just could never be me. Nonetheless, San Martin coming through with the 5. He's going to go play the Silent Hill 2 remake. Well, that's great. Have fun with your Silent Hill 2 remake. I played it yesterday, and it's a snooze fest. What do you want me to tell you? You want me to come out of the woodwork and just shill it? Because I know what's going to happen. If I did that, you know, let's pull a Joker 2 and let's subvert expectations, right? That's what ultimately happened with the Joker 2. You guys wanted the same. I haven't seen the Joker 2, and it could be total trash, okay? But the general consensus for the Joker 2, Dennis fucking... This is the 7-time Tony Hawk combo! Dennis fucking Parker is in the building, coming through hard and strong. Dennis fucking Parker is now in here with, I believe, the 7-time Tony Hawk combo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is officially the 7-time Tony Hawk combo. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D, is in the building and coming through in a way that makes sense. Dennis fucking Parker is out here, and he's plowing through here in a way that makes sense. The Clint Eastwood bucks are on the table here. Dennis fucking Parker plowing through. The fireworks aren't even working anymore, bro. Oh my God. Bro, the fireworks stopped working. I've never seen that before. Dennis fucking Parker. There we go right there. We got the fireworks back in business here. Coming through in a way that makes sense. Dennis fucking Parker with the 7-time Tony Hawk combo. The lasers are malfunctioning. Oh, dude, look at this. The lasers are malfunctioning. This is crazy. The lasers are malfunctioning. Oh my God. You can see the lasers, dude. That's crazy. Even your NVIDIA RTX 4090 can't do this. That could never. Imagine having an NVIDIA RTX 4090. And they can't even do the lasers or the balloons or the confetti. You guys must be really down bad. I mean, it's so sad. That just could never be me. Dennis fucking Parker plowing through here today, and in a way that makes sense. It's what we love. Even the 5090 won't be able to do that. You know what I mean? We're doing real-time graphics out here, and in a way that makes sense. It's really incredible. It's really festive. As Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D, is plowing through, and in a way that makes sense. Let's go ahead and get a word in the chat. Let's go ahead and get a word in the chat. Jeez. Why is the chat dead? Dennis Parker's coming through. Jesus. Let's talk about Joker 2. Let's talk about Joker 2. No, I haven't seen the Joker 2, but I think it's very clear that they have subverted expectations. Now, why has Todd Phillips done this? Okay, Todd Phillips directed The Joker in 2019. That came out. I went to the theaters to see that movie, and the incels congregate. What's the word? They flock. Dennis fucking Parker's now coming through with the 8-time Tony Hawk combo.
Dennis Parker aka Heavy D has just tipped $9.99 through Super Chat.
It's the 8 or 9 time Tony Hawk combo. We're losing track. Dennis fucking Parker nonetheless is in the building and plowing through in a way that makes sense as the briefcase is back on the table here today. And in a way that makes sense inside the Clint Eastwood Bucks. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D is in the motherfucking building. I need dubs and ones up in the motherfucking chat. It's not hard to communicate. We went to English class for communicate. We went to communication class, right? You guys should know how to communicate. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D is plowing through hard and strong, and in a way that makes sense. Let's go ahead and make it work and make it pop. We got the lasers. Look at that right there. You're 49, you can't do that. We have the fireworks. You're 49, you can't do that. You're 50. Hell, we got the like button right there. Look at that right there. We have the confetti. Look at that right there. Can your 49 do that? It can't. That could never be me. Look at that right there. Even if it could, it's drawing how much power? 200 watts, 300 watts, 400 watts, 500 watts? That could never be me. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D, is in the motherfucking building. We're out here live, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube.com/Michael Does Live. Over 106,000 plus subscribers. And yet again, Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D. This has now got to be the 9 or 10 time Tony Hawk combo. He's plowing through in a way that makes sense. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D is in the motherfucking building, and he's coming through in a way that makes sense. Hard and strong. Back to 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 back support here. Plowing through, and the chat isn't moving. The chat needs to be moving. The energy levels are so high. Just go watch your shills. Go watch your shills. Go watch them tell you what you want to hear, because that's what you need in your life, and you're not getting it over here. So just go. Go watch the shills. Go subscribe to their show. Go pander to them, and have so much fun. Because clearly I can't provide what you need. Because you need me. Why does something smell like? The fuck's that smell? What the fuck's that smell? What the fuck's that smell? Smells like absolute ass out here. Oh my god, is there a fucking skunk, dude? Is there a fucking skunk? Is there a fucking skunk? We don't need any of that. I'll tell you what, we really don't need any of that. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D, plowing through in a way that makes sense. They love to shill. They love to shill, and it makes no sense. We're going to continue talking about the Joker 2 here, a movie we haven't seen, but I've watched a lot of reviews, and I think I'll say this about the Joker 2. I haven't seen it, but here's what I'm going to say. Based off of the general reaction, who's coming through now? We got George. Georgie's back up in the building with, I believe, the 3-time Tony Hawk combo. It's what we love to see.
Fuentes super chatted $5. Michael, what are you looking forward come GTA 6?
We gotta read this again here. Give me 1 sec. The YouTube chat is broken here again. We had this problem yesterday. It ran out of memory. So that needs to be fixed. And it's not a Google Chrome issue here. Okay, what did Georgie say? Georgie came through and he said, what are you looking forward to come GTA 6? We're looking forward to getting in. We're looking forward to seeing the open world in GTA 6 and really what Rockstar has done. And it's only going to take me about, here's what we'll do. We'll give a first 10-minute impressions for GTA 6. We'll give the game 10 minutes, and we'll come out of the woodwork and we'll pause the game. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D is plowing through yet again. This has got to be the 10 or 11 time Tony Hawk combo. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D is back. Why are we losing viewers? Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D, is back right up in here and coming through in a way that makes sense with now, I believe, the 10 or 11-time Tony Hawk combo, plowing hard and strong here today with just unbelievable support, incredible support. The briefcase is on the table, and it's on the table in a way that makes sense as Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D, has just made a damn point. The comeback king is in here, and he's making a damn point today, and he's plowing through hard and strong with a 10-time Tony Hawk or 11-time Tony Hawk combo, I believe. We're talking back to 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 back support. Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D, is in the motherfucking building, coming through so hard and so strong. We need you guys to communicate. We need you guys to get right up in here. We need you guys to hit the like button. We need you guys to share the show. There should be more than 200 viewers in here. Y'all are waiting for this Silent Hill. Let's go talk about the Joker. We're done with that Silent Hill 2, bud. We're going to talk about the Joker 2. We're going to go see the Joker 2, and we're going to go discuss it. Because there's one thing that you can say about the Joker 2, and I haven't seen it. And I'm not saying it looks good. But there's one thing that I think you can take away from it and say, well, I think it worked. And I'm not saying in a good way, but I think it worked. Because I think the goal for the film was to get people talking. And I think it worked. Everyone's running their mouth about the Joker 2. Now, why is that? Well, because they did something different. Whether it's good or bad, they did something different. You didn't get the same movie again, and that's why people are mad. Is it cringe? Was it the right direction to take the Joker 2? Who knows? But honestly, what is the situation there? You know, there's a lot of conspiracy theories with the Joker too. And some people are coming out of the woodwork and saying, well, maybe Todd Phillips was forced to do the sequel, or maybe they were, because the Joker 1 made $1 billion, right? The Joker 1 made $1 billion. Maybe they didn't expect it. Maybe they didn't want it to be popular, right? Maybe they didn't want it to be that popular. They wanted to make this art house film inspired heavily by Taxi Driver, the Comedy King. Okay. It becomes this really big thing, right? And then it, you know, the incels gravitate towards it, right? So maybe they wanted to spite that shit, do what they want to do with the Joker 2, and the way they sent. Well, I'm not going to spoil it in here, but let's just stop talking there. But let's just say that they made a damn. Let's just say this: they made a damn point with the Joker 2. You either disagree with it or you agree with it. They made a damn point. That's what you can say about the Joker 2. It could be the worst point. It could be the best point. It really depends on your perspective. But I think it's very apparent that they made a damn point with the Joker 2. And I don't think people can handle that. It reminds me of Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. It reminds me a lot of that. And I mean, I haven't seen Joker 2, so I don't, obviously it's a musical or whatever the case. So that's kind of cringe in and of itself. But I don't. Here's the thing. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is a very different movie than the other movies in the franchise. And as such, people could not handle it. And it's funny because it's actually very reminiscent of that. It's very reminiscent of that because it's actually the same thing. Rob Zombie's Halloween. Let's discuss this real quick. I don't care if we're down to 50 viewers. Rob Zombie's Halloween. He plays it kind of safe. He does his own movie at the beginning, right? A lot of people hate that. The first 10 minutes of Rob Zombie's Halloween is fun. Okay, you got the breakfast scene. Whew. You know what I mean? If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so Rob Zombie does his own thing with the movie as much as he could without bouncing into the walls. Of course, he has the studio execs making sure that it's going to make money. But Halloween 2, he does his own thing and gets a lot of... Oh, Lord. It's the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. Rob Zombie takes Michael Myers in a very different direction in Halloween 2. Very underappreciated movie. It's the same and everyone hated it, right? Oh, we can't. Oh, why is Michael Myers homeless? Why doesn't Michael Myers have the mask on? It goes on and on and on with these losers. They couldn't handle something different, right? They couldn't handle something different, so they just got up and they said, this is the worst Halloween movie ever. Well, that's what's happening seemingly with the Joker 2. The Joker 1 plays it kind of safe within its own boundaries, within the bubble of, Taxi Driver, King of Comedy, those type of movies. And it does its own thing, but very heavily inspired. The Joker 2 is very different, right? From what I understand, it's a very different movie. And people just can't handle it. But I think you can say whether or not it's good or bad is irrelevant. I think you can say it made a damn point. I think you can come away and say that. And it got people talking, so. Because honestly, if they made the same movie again, that would be boring. Oh, the Joker goes on a chaos spree again. Oh, that's boring. And plus, we didn't really need a sequel. We didn't really need a sequel. And I thought that the creators of the Joker one, Todd Phillips and Joaquin Phoenix, I thought they were talking. I thought at one point they came out of the woodwork and basically said that this doesn't need a sequel. And it doesn't need a sequel. But maybe they were contractually obligated to make the sequel. Who fucking knows? But here's the thing, they got a bigger budget too. They got a bigger budget, so they got Lady Gaga in there. Once they announced that, I already knew it was going to be garbage. She doesn't need to be in the movie. And they had to shoehorn in this musical aspect because probably she's in the movie and maybe her contract says, maybe it doesn't, but we don't know. There's just a lot. It's just a very interesting film, and not because it's either good or bad, but because it's like, wow, this is like, what the fuck is going on here? And maybe that was the point. So again, we can really just come back from it and say, well, it made a damn point. Good or bad, it made a damn point. I mean, it got people talking for at least about a week. So, and in this climate, it's like if you can get people to the theater to bitch about your film, it's like, well, that's better than nothing. You know what I mean? Georgie's coming through again.
Georgie Cifuentes super chatted $5. Will there be a GTA 6 online?
Will there be a GTA 6 online? That's a great question. We don't know. Let's roll it back. Georgie's coming through yet again. It's what we love to see. Let's go ahead and get some dubs up in the motherfucking chat. GTA 6 online. It's going to be a separate entity. It's going to be a separate entity. It's going to be a separate entity. We need you guys to lock in.
Well, look who's back. The only way we're gonna get through this.
I've already paused it. I've already analyzed it. I've already shown you things that you've never seen before. Here's what okay, can I ask you what this is? We're not talking about the social media system here today. This is really, some people are saying this is scripted, but if we zoom in here, look at this. What if this isn't scripted, and what if they have a system in this game that is Tyson Crispy Strips 18-wheeler? Hell, we starving out here. Let's give some of them Tyson Crispy Strips. We got a food review here. The 18-wheeler's got the brake on. How you guys, when I just saw the 18-wheeler go by, and I'm going to tell you this. That truck looked like it was from 1985. How is the truck still working? How is the truck still working? This is crazy. When you start looking at these trucks, some of these trucks are from 1985. That truck is old. You could tell by the design. How is that truck still going? How come cars can't go for that long? I'm serious. That doesn't make sense to me. How come trucks from 1985 are still going, but cars... I mean, trucks have to go through a lot. They got to haul that big load. Lots of miles. Okay, the chat's totally dead. I'm going to wrap the show up. I can't do the show when you guys are reluctant to chat. I don't care why you don't want to chat. That has no meaning towards what I do. Okay, but the fact that you choose not to is the problem, and we're just going to have to wrap it up. I'm not going to sit out here and just talk to a brick wall. It's not going to happen because I can do that off the air. So if you guys are reluctant to chat because, well, there's nothing to talk about, that's bullshit. That's an excuse. Because we just brought up a lot of different things. And you guys refuse to join into the conversation. Well, that's a you problem, not a me problem. It has nothing to do with me. I gave you guys multiple opportunities to chime in, and you guys still don't want to do it. Well, I don't care. Blackout hit. Well, the chat wasn't moving on my end. Maybe it was glitch. Okay, let's get Jackson Good out of here. We didn't need your snarky comment. I wasn't looking at the chat when I was talking about the Joker, too, because the show doesn't revolve around what you have to say, because you usually don't have anything to say, so why would I want to gawk at the chat? I think that will make sense. I mean, really, honestly. Play a game? We're not playing a game. We're not playing a game. You guys couldn't be bothered to tune in yesterday. Why would I want to play a game? Oh, here we go. You want to talk about Alien Isolation, too, by the way. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I bet you do. There's 200 people in here and everyone's shy. That's why we're going to a different platform in 2025. Wait, sticking around here. Y'all are weird. Okay, but you guys don't want to talk about GTA 6. You guys have nothing to add to the conversation. I can't come out here and just preach when you won't listen. It's a waste of my time. Because you need a new trailer for you to have an opinion on this game. That's what you said to me without saying that. So what do you want me to do? You're scared? Great, we'll get you banned. I don't care. Because you're not talking anyway. So why would you want to have the ability to chat when you don't use it anyway? That's what I'm saying. GTA 4 was the last Rockstar game. If you really think about it, you'll know what I'm talking about. GTA 4 was the last Rockstar game with the full Rockstar DNA in it. GTA 4 was the last Rockstar game with the full Rockstar DNA in it. That's it. It had a Kino Comfy online. Wasn't about living your virtual life like the fucking Sims. You know what I mean? But GTA 4 was the last true Rockstar game. After that, I don't know what happened, but something happened. Okay, we're going to start banning. Let's get you banned. Now we don't want to hear from you. Yes. Spamming is not talking. Okay? You got nothing to say, keep your mouth shut. Now you want to talk. No, get you up out of here. Unreal. I already gave you my opinion on the Joker 2. I gave you my opinion on Silent Hill 2. I gave you my opinion on all of this stuff here today. And you guys couldn't partake in it. All right, let's get you banned, bud. Jeremy Power is in the building. It's what we love to see. Jeremy Powers in the building coming through with the 5. Jeremy Powers in the building coming in with the 5. Quit writing paragraphs in here, loser. Jeremy Powers coming through with a 5. He says, it's not normal to write paragraphs in a YouTube live stream. I've watched hundreds of other people. There's no paragraphs anywhere else. It's only in here. It's a very odd thing. Jeremy Power coming through nonetheless with a 5. Let's go ahead and read this out. I don't know if it's going to play out. It should, though. Have you heard of the horror game Ill? Looks interesting. Do you think that game will ever release? No, I think it's a fake game. No. I don't think that game's ever coming out. And even if it does, it won't look like that trailer. Dennis fucking Parker Heavy D is coming through yet again with now, I believe, the 12-time Tony Hawk combo. Dennis fucking Parker Heavy D is in the motherfucking bill. Let's go ahead and get the lasers out. Dennis fucking Parker Heavy D is in the building and coming through with now, I believe, the 12-time Tony Hawk combo. We're talking back to 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 back. Support, unprecedented support. The briefcase is on the table, plopped wide open. Dennis fucking Parker Heavy D is in the motherfucking building, coming through in a way that makes sense. Let's go ahead and get the lasers. Let's get the fireworks out. It is a party. Dennis fucking Parker Heavy D is in the building, coming through. And in a way that makes sense is what we love to see. Jesus Christ, the support today. You guys wanted Silent Hill 2 so bad, but you couldn't support it, but you love supporting this stream. That's why we don't play Silent Hill 2 anymore, because you guys can't support it. We come right back out here and talk about GTA 6, because this is the biggest entity in all of video, and everyone knows that, anyone with a high IQ. You know, and we're at the party a little early, right? But it's better to be early than late. And yet again, Dennis motherfucking Parker coming through again with, I believe, a 13-time Tony Hawk combo.
Has just tipped $19.99 through.
Let's go ahead and make it move and make it rain in here, because Dennis fucking Parker Heavy D has just made a damn point here today. Coming through with, I believe, the 13-time Tony Hawk combo at this point. Just unprecedented support. The briefcase is on the table, and it's plopped open as wide as possible. And inside the Clint Eastwood box, Dennis fucking Parker Heavy D has just made a damn point. Unprecedented support. Let's get this chat moving, because for some reason it's dead. But when the trailer 2 comes out in 2 months from now, you guys are surely going to have an opinion, right? Uh-huh. Hello? Dennis fucking Parker Heavy D is in the motherfucking building. It's a one-man band show. It's just me, and I have to be in love with myself, because that's what this has to be. Because no one else will communicate with me. So, you know, we're just going to celebrate it alone out here. That's what we have to do. Dennis fucking Parker Heavy D in a motherfucking building. 13-time Tony Hawk combo. The briefcase plopped opened as wide as possible. And in a way that makes sense. We got the lasers. We got the fireworks here. We got the like button. We got it all right here. Your 4090 can't do it. So, well, that sucks. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. You guys need to wake up in here. We're tired of the excuses. Jeez. Someone else's tornadoes is coming through.
Vornadar super chatted $5.
That's what we're talking about. Tornadoes is coming through. with the $5 super chat. We just had this unprecedented support, legendary support from the comeback king, Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D, in the motherfucking building here today, popping the cherry and kicking things off and still coming in hard and strong. And now we got tornadoes in the building. That's what we love to see. Oh, my God.
Is by sticking together. Being a team.
Let's get a dub in the chat. Let's go. The next trailer is coming out in 2 months. Get ready.
Trust.
You want to see more of this? Like, imagine wanting to actually see more of this game. Could never be me. I mean, I want to see it, but do we really want to see it? I think Rockstar needs to go back to the drawing board here. We are ahead of the curve with GTA 6. We are early to the party here. It's as simple as that. The game is coming out in 2025, as it says in the trailer. We have not gotten an update in that regard. Where are you getting your fucking information from? The game is still on track for 2025. That's what I'm saying, Lewis, and I can't go into detail in that regard. Here's the thing. It's a Wild West game, okay? Watch Dogs 2, total freedom. Do whatever you want, right? That came out in 2016. I don't understand. Red Dead 2 is a woke game. I don't care if you disagree. In fact, I'm glad that you disagree because I know you will. Red Dead 2 is woke. Now, does that mean it's a bad game? Well, that's in the eye of the beholder. But I will tell you, it is woke. And we'll keep it at that. But I also will say that, with that said, a Wild West game, look at GTA 6. This is a modern-day game set in a modern era. It's going to be even more woke. We're talking censorship all across the board. We're talking more restrictions on what the player can and can't do. I guarantee you. And if that's okay with you, then you're going to have a lot of fun with this game. But just bear that in mind, that that's what's going to happen with this game, because it's already happened with their previous games. Look at GTA 4 and compare it to GTA 5. Crobcat's already made a fantastic documentary on that. Hell, at the end of the video, I was fucking crying. And you know why? Because he made a damn point in the fucking video. And it's just so sad how you guys don't care. Lewis is fucking dropping truth bombs in here. Holy shit. I mean, it's just the reality of it. Like, it's just the reality of the game. But people get so caught up in this emotion of Arthur Morgan, right, and what happens to him and his tale. Well, that's great, but it doesn't mean that the game is woke-free. I mean, I got blocked literally by an engineer on Twitter by Rockstar Games. Never interacted with this guy once. But one of my videos went viral over there. And I showed that, well, I said Red Dead 2 isn't detailed, it's trash. You know, it wasn't supposed to be taken that serious. But, you know, of course, a lot of people took it seriously. I mean, I wasn't wrong. But the fact that Rockstar engineer saw, damn, that bus is flying. Slow the fuck down, damn. Dude, holy shit, that bus is speeding. Wow. He's riding the car's ass. The fucking school bus is speeding. That was crazy. Slow the fuck down. I'll tell you this. When I played Red Dead 2, when I first played it, I thought the voice actor sucked. It sounded like he was just phoning it in. And the voice actor for... Here's what makes it even worse. The voice actor for Arthur Morgan, Roger Clark, he's super woke. And obviously that translated into the game's themes. Why would I support that? The game is garbage. Like, I can understand this game being woke. It makes more sense because it's modern era, it's modern times. But when you have a cowboy game from 1889, you know, really? Like, I just can't even get into it in here because it's so dumb. It's just so dumb that is an insult to my intelligence. It's a fantasy game. I have to look at Red Dead 2 as a fantasy game. And maybe in some regard it is. But I have to look at Red Dead 2 as a fantasy game because it certainly isn't a simulation of that era. So I don't know what it is. I mean, of course, it's a work of fiction, but they go into this detail of trying to really hone in on those small details and things of that nature, but... And then they have this cowboy that well, let's not get into it. But there's a whole video on YouTube about the whole wokeness of the game. It got taken down by YouTube. The same thing's going to happen here with this game. They're going to remove a lot of features. I can tell you that right now. They're going to remove a lot of features. They're going to remove... This is GTA in the modern climate. It is worse than it's ever been. So, this is a story game. It's not an open world game anymore. You know, that's really what I think people should understand. Is that, you know, it's a story game. You're following Jason and Lucia, and it's going to have open world stuff. But like that's about it. Like it's not meant for you to really go into the world and mess around with it too much because they restrict the players so often. Red Dead Redemption 2 is super woke, Take-Two controlled. Yeah. To me, that's not even the problem with the game. That's one of the problems with the game. But that's not what I initially pointed out. When I have a rancher... No, let's not even get into it. Let me just say this. When you have NPCs that disappear, and it's not my game, it's not just an issue with my game, but when you have NPCs that literally disappear within like 30 feet, 20 feet, whatever it may be, and you come back and they're gone, the game's trash. It's a fantasy game. They're fucking disappearing. Where's Harry Potter? Because he made them fucking disappear. Like, I don't understand. It's a fantasy game. We might as well make it a fantasy game at that point. Hello? Yeah, Bethesda's fine. They've already got bought out by Microsoft. Where have you been? What the fuck? Where have you been, bud? Bethesda's done. That company has no talent left. So the fact that people are eagerly waiting, you know, and here's the thing too, they'll shit on Starfield, they'll say Starfield is ass, but then when the Elder Scrolls comes out, because they love that, right, and they can do no wrong, they'll buy it day one, and it'll be the same thing as Starfield too. It'll be the exact same, because it's going to be the same engine. There's only so much you can do with that shit-ass engine. Todd Howard sold you on this idea that Starfield was his dream game, and it might have been, but he waited too late on that fucking thing. If they made Starfield back when they were initially going to make it, it would have been 20 times better. They waited way too long. The talent was gone. It was outsourced. I mean, there's nothing there. Oh, Lord. Yeah, these open world games where you roam around and do nothing. Oh, we got to get away from that. That's why this game has to set a new standard. It's got to set a new standard. There's no reason to make open world games anymore because if there's nothing to do in them, then it doesn't work. Okay, well, I can tell you one feature that's going to be removed from GTA 6, and people will defend it and say that you were an incel for even doing that. And I think anyone that says that, I wouldn't really talk to that person. Yeah, to me the DLC for GTA 4 is highly overrated. Never got into it, never played it when it came out. And it just didn't seem like it really fit the Roman and Nico storyline. So I mean, this game is already going to be trash. We talked about this before. GTA, the former dev for Rockstar, he came out. I'm not going to look it up; it's too much work. But he came out and he basically said that some people could be disappointed with this release, and it's like, well, that's all that needs to be said. The game is going to be trash. No, I never played the DLC. I bought the main game. I don't buy DLC. The only DLC I bought, well, I buy it now for coverage, but the DLC that I bought was the Undead Nightmare. That was, well, actually, I didn't like that either. I mean, there was great content in it, but there was something off-putting about that DLC. Like the zombies were weird. Could just never get into it. Well, the biker thing, I think that was heavily inspired by the that biker show on TV. What was it called? Sons of Anarchy or some shit. Yeah, well, if I hate it, then go watch everyone shill everything. I don't know who you guys watch, but I need to start watching them so you guys can just, because it's toxic positivity is what it is. Every game is amazing. Every game is a 10 out of 10. Who are you watching? You must be watching people that just literally are paid to shill every release, and then have over like I don't understand who you're watching, but they must be faking that shit until they make it, because ain't nobody playing these games and saying that they're actually good, like behind the scenes. Like, I'll tell you that right fucking now. Okay, then what are you saying? You want to take over the show? What are you saying? I can't have a negative outlook on games because you disagree with it. That's not for you to decide. This is my channel. I'll say what I want, and I'll make the content that I want. You don't have a say in that. You never have, and you never will. Go make your own YouTube channel. Jeez, I mean, incels. I'm glad the Joker 2 I'm glad the Joker 2 did what it did, because I think that was what was needed. I kind of respect that movie for having the balls to do that and saying, yeah, go fuck yourself. Like honestly, it's the biggest go fuck yourself movie ever made. Fuck the studio, fuck the incels, fuck what you think. We don't give a shit. We're making what we want to make, to either spite or to not spite or whatever the case may be. We're just doing this. You either like it or you don't. Go fuck yourself. That's the mentality to have. Who gives a shit? Go watch The Joker 1. The Joker 1's still going to be there. Go watch that. You know, you don't like Silent Hill 2 Raid? Go play the first one. Jeez. Okay, I don't care about your opinion on The Joker 2. I didn't make the movie. You're not going to offend me that you don't. Oh, you're not going to. You think that that's somehow offending me because I haven't even seen the damn movie. I can come out of the movie and say it's total garbage. Fuck you on, bud. You act like I worked on the damn movie. If I worked on the movie, you bet your ass I'd be fucking. That's different. Idiots. Well, I'm not going to discuss the movie then because you guys can't handle it. It's about like the Rob Zombie stuff. You guys just can't handle an actual discussion regarding those films, so I'm not going to do it. Because there's a scene just like that. There's actually a scene just like that in Rob Zombie's Halloween. Yeah. Well, they can't handle it. They can't handle it. But if the same opinion came from someone else, they would be praising it. Yeah, they attach their entire personality, their entire. It's sad. It's really sad. It's like if I don't care if you like the Joker too. I don't care if you dislike it. Why would I care? I didn't make the movie. I had no hand on, no say. It's something you consume. It has nothing to do. Like it doesn't matter to me. You know, I don't get it. But I think it's a maturity thing. I think if you're in your early 20s, mid 20s or whatever, I think, you know, you'll come away and you know, you'll still have that. But when you get older, I think you won't care as much. At least I hope. Jeremy Powers back up in the building here, coming through in a way that makes sense. Yeah, for some reason they don't play out, but I'll go ahead and manually, of course, read it out here. Jeremy Power in the building, coming through with a two-time Tony Hawk combo. Let's go ahead and get to them lasers. Jeremy Powers in the building, coming through with a 5. Two-time Tony Hawk combo. Are you going to see Clown? Are you going to see Terrifier 3? Are you a fan of Art the Clown? Apparently the first 10 minutes of Terrifier 3 is insane. Well, I've seen the second one. I haven't seen the first. And maybe I'll watch the third, but I don't think I'm going to go to the theater. So that's where I stand on those movies. I'm assuming this one had the biggest budget out of all three because the first one probably had the lowest budget. The second one, they got more. The second one was pretty good. I thought some of the fantasy stuff, though, was a little, well, it wasn't fantasy, but yeah, there's one scene in the second one that was really crazy. It's the bedroom scene. That scene is absolutely insane. In Terrifier 2, that scene's crazy. So I don't know how they're going to keep topping it, but apparently, yeah, Terrifier 3. Well, it's a Christmas movie, right? So I think that's going to be controversial right there. But yeah, I'm sure it's crazy. I'm sure they've topped it. When does Terrifier 3 come out? Have no idea. Probably this month. It's October, bud. I would have to assume this month. You're going to support the local cinema and watch Joker 2? You're going to be, hey, bro, you're going to be the only one in there, bro. You're going to have the whole thing, because everyone hates it, right? So it's like, well, that's even better because you can go watch the movie by yourself and you can support your local cinema and you can just have a great time, even if the movie is absolute garbage. Just go in expecting the worst thing in the world, and you know, maybe it'll match those expectations because, you know, people just can't handle it. But, I mean, you just have to expect it to be different, and it is. And that's, you know, if you want Joker 1, more of that, then, well, you're not going to probably get that. So, and that's what people wanted. They wanted the continuation of that. And you know, the funny thing is that, like, imagine, oh, yeah, that would be so creatively boring to just do more of the same. That really would. Imagine if you were Todd Phillips and the studio came to you and said, oh, yeah, we're going to do a sequel and, you know, we're going to give you a bigger budget. And it's like, okay, well, what do we do with this thing? Do we do more of the same? That's so boring. And just turn it into a franchise. What they do, what I've heard, I'm not going to spoil it, but what I've heard that they do in the Joker 2 is that they basically just tell everyone to go fuck themselves. Whether that be the fans, whether that be the studio, whether that be, I mean, honestly, it's like they basically just, without spoiling it, they basically just say, go fuck yourself. This is the Joker 2, and that's how we're doing it. Yeah, and people just can't handle that. And then they get so worked over a fictional movie. Like, y'all are, I think it says a lot about, maybe it's a social experiment film or something. I think there's more to it. I was told not to like the movie. I hate the movie. Well, that's basically how that's basically how it is. And if you like the movie, if I came out of the woodwork and I said, "Here's my ticket for the Joker 2," I saw the movie and I said it was good. Not that I would, but I'm saying if that was my opinion, the comments would be, "Oh, you're fucking stupid. This shit's trash." You know, that's all it would be. I mean, I wasn't even really that big on the first one. I mean, I thought it was okay. I don't need to see that again, though. It's kind of a depressing film. So I don't need to really watch it again. I think I watched it once in the theater when it came out in 2019. And that was enough, but... So, you know, it didn't really need a sequel, but it got one for whatever reasons, and that's where it is. The first day of teaching was today. All of your students couldn't stop talking about how much they love the Silent Woke 2 demake. Oh, Lord. Well, they need to start putting a new class in school that educates the students on how terrible these video games are. You know what I mean? Jeez. Halloween, Jeremy Potter says, Halloween night, you should do a Warzone stream with the Michael Myers skin and Art the Clown. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Okay, let's go ahead and play this again. You got to wake you guys up. Oh, my God. Lucia, you know why you're here.
Bad luck, I guess.
What a stupid way to kick this game off. Dude, there's not a single soul that's excited for this game. It's fake. No one was asking for this. The chat's losing energy. I can't. That's not my fault. I'm not. The graphics look bad. They do, actually. Like dead ass. They like when I first watched this trailer last year, they looked amazing. Now, not so much. Like maybe this shot right here of Lucia.
Lucia.
Like that looks pretty good there, although it looks really fucking blurry. I don't know why. Let's get that in 4K. I think that's in 480p. There we go. We'll try and zoom in here. It's not working. Like that right there looks pretty good, but I mean, you know, it's just basically lighting. Everything in the trailer is AI. Well, that would be better. Let me know when you guys can discuss this game.
Do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Look at what you're looking at on the screen. I mean,
Do you know why you're here?
how is this interesting? Why do I care? Like it's just one of those things where it's like, if this weren't called GTA 6, you wouldn't care about this game. If this were the new Saints Row, you wouldn't give a shit. Dead ass. Hell, I know what. If this were the new Saints Row, you guys would say this is woke shit. That's what you would say. If this were Saints Row 5, or whatever the fuck, whatever number it would be, 7, 8, 9. If this were called Saints, if this were the new Saints Row, you guys would say that the only reason why you hype this up and say it's great is because it's Rockstar. That's it. It's not that the game looks good. It's not. There's nothing overly exciting here in this trailer outside of graphics. If this were the new Saints, I know it's true. If this were Saints Row, you guys would say this is woke shit and worst thing you've ever seen. Holy shit, this looks terrible. You know. That's what I'm saying. Watch Dogs. Yep, exactly. If this were Watch Dogs, oh, it'd be trash. Can't handle that. It's all about marketing. It shows it's not about quality. It's about marketing. Okay, it's not Rockstar either, because let's not get into that conversation, but it's not the old Rockstar that you know of, so good luck. Okay. Well, we just heard earlier this year that the devs didn't want to go back to the office to work on this game to get it to the finish line. So, all right, let's get you, Ben. You were just talking shit. Now you want to play Two-Face. Let's get you, Ben. Look, I was just talking shit, and then 5 minutes later he comes in there and says, you know, great stream. Get him up out of here. Jeez. Go watch the Joker 2 or something. Jeez. Look at the cars other than GTA 5 version car. Yeah, a lot of this is plate. That's what I'm thinking. They threw this trailer out. You know, we'll never know probably, but it just seems to me that they threw this trailer out within a couple of weeks. And a lot of this stuff could be placeholder. Well, hopefully. I didn't ask if you understood it or not, so we'll go ahead and get you up out of here. You wanted to insert yourself as, oh, I know, but we didn't ask for your perspective on that. So we'll get you up out of here too. V is hating on GTA 6. Well, I mean, the game's slop. Red Dead, Lewis, Red Dead 2. I can't talk about that game in here. It's too sensitive in here. But the funny thing is, I covered it in 2018 with the same opinions. So I'm consistent with my opinions because it hasn't changed. OP Husky's in the building. That's what we're talking about. OP Husky is in the building. Let's get Tom Cruise band. Fuck up out of here. Tom Cruise, by the way. Okay, buddy. Yeah, surface level good, but yeah. No, that's, yeah. You have to understand that these are story games, and they've always been that way, but they've also had a side to them where it's just like, okay, the open world is interesting enough to go and mess around in the open world. But I don't think any longer that is the case. I think Rockstar's gone backwards here. Did you hear that Saw is coming to Fortnite? No, I haven't. That's what I'm saying. They didn't. That's why trailer 2 has to come out of the woodwork. I don't know. How do you make trailer 2 for this? Because you have to understand it's not going to be as popular. This has, what, 200 million views or something on YouTube? It took it almost, but look how long it took it to get there. They'll do Silent Hill skins in Fortnite? Oh, absolutely. As far as they haven't done that already. They did Alan Wake. You know what I mean? Who's shilling Silent Hill 2? Here, let me read. I'm going to read the comment. I'm not going to show you the video because you guys are trolls. Let me go ahead and see. This is what he said. Where's the comments here? You're not going to... Here we go. This is what the guy said. He didn't talk positively about Silent Hill 2 remake. He's got... How many subscribers? 100K. Over 100K. This is what he said. I received an offer to be a part of the marketing campaign for Silent Hill 2 Remake. I turned it down because I didn't agree with the game. If I only cared about maximizing money, I would have taken their cash, and you'd have been hearing about how great the game is on this channel already. So that must be what's going on then. He just exposed it. Anyone that's shilling the game could be on the damn payroll. Yeah. He loves this. No shit, he loves the Silent Hill 2 remake. He caters and panders to what the internet says. I'm gonna make a secret channel, and I'm gonna shill every game, and I'm gonna see how far we can go. I'm gonna see how many viewers we can get, And we're going to play it so safe, right? We're not going to have our real opinions. We're going to take the internet darling opinion, the general consensus, and we're just going to regurgitate it in our videos. And we'll just see how many viewers we get. We'll see how many subscribers we get. Because that's all these guys are doing. They're not sharing their real opinion on these games. They're not even playing these games. Yeah, I'm going to start shilling every game. And then all the comments are going to be negative. Oh, you're just a fucking shill. You were paid off. You know, it's so funny. Because that's what it'll be. As soon as I talked positive about one game, these losers came in here. Oh, you're such a fucking shill. Really? Dragon Ball Z, ain't nobody playing that. I mean, if you guys want to come through with viewership and sponsor, people want to come through and support the show, I'll play that garbage. But I ain't playing no Dragon Ball slop. Oh yeah. I'm not going to explain Watch Dogs 2. Let's see where this profile was made. Chris, by the way. All right, I've already explained it multiple times. If I wanted viewers, I would have played Silent Hill 2 again. We had big viewership yesterday. We had over about 450 people in here. That's above average. So if I wanted viewers, I wouldn't sit out here and talk about this. But the funny thing is that the support today was a lot higher than it was yesterday. So let's make that one make sense. I don't care if you think it's rude. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. And you can disagree with that until the cows come home. I really don't care. This isn't your therapy session, bud. Go see a shrink. That's what they do. Okay, we got about 20%. We got about 19% on the battery, so we're going to be wrapping this up shortly. Ubisoft has talent with open world games when they really sit down and think, but unfortunately Ubisoft doesn't make games anymore. They stopped making games years ago. Yeah, everyone else does it, but everyone else is allowed to do it. But it's okay for everyone else to do it, but not me. Everyone else is allowed to stream and have their opinions and things of that nature, but exactly. And if I wanted higher viewership, we would have played Silent Hill 2 again. We would have went from 200 viewers, which we have now, barely that even, to probably at least 300. There probably would have been 100 more people in here. We had about 450 people in here yesterday for that slop, and the game's boring. And I already said, well, if you guys would have helped out on where to go, we would have continued playing a little bit longer, but I'm not going to sit around and try and figure out all this puzzle crap, because that's the whole game. It's just puzzle after puzzle after puzzle. It just doesn't stop until the credits roll. So it's like you get through one puzzle, you fight an enemy, and then you're back into the puzzles. And it's like, well, all right, Chris, you're a troll. I called you out and you got mad about it, so The big red flag for you was bringing up Zombie U on the Wii U. You would only know that if you've been around for a while. So get you up out of here. I'm waiting for the battery to die so we can wrap this up. We had great support today. We do appreciate that, but well, the discussion wasn't that great. And you guys won't be able to follow along until Rockstar opens their mouth. And that could be another, well, at least 2 months. So, you know, y'all care, but you only care when there's an update. Like, I don't understand. Dreamcast guy started chilling it. Yeah, he gave it a 10 out of 10. I think he's just fucking around. How can you give that damn game a 10 out of 10? Even the original is not. There's no game that's a 10 out of 10. That's like saying it's perfect almost. I mean, there's no game that I would give a 10 out of 10. Lewis is coming through. IGN was pissed about the puzzles as well. What did IGN say? I didn't watch the review. They said there was too many puzzles. So the original game isn't like that? Then we should just go play the original game then. If there's less puzzles in the original game, then it is better. So you're saying they padded out the length of the game potentially and threw in more puzzles. That's terrible. I haven't played the original game, so I don't know what the original game is like. I mean, I played the original game, but only about 30 minutes or so. I got to the first area of the town, and then I turned it off. That's about as far as I went with it. So if the original game has less puzzles, then it is better. It's just way better. Because throwing in puzzles to just extend the runtime of the game is just really lazy. Lewis is coming through with the 5. That's what we love to see. Lewis is in the building coming through in a way that makes sense. For some reason, some of these don't play out. There are less. We got about 15% of the battery here. It's going down quick. Remake fans' only argument to why it's better is that it's longer, but it's just filler. See, here's the thing. If I played the original back in the day and I knew what to expect and I knew what the changes were right off the bat while playing it, I'd probably be even more pissed. But I don't even know what I'm looking at. It's like half that shit, I don't even know if it's in the original. Half of that shit, I don't even know what it looks like in the original. You know, I've seen Pyramid Head and stuff like that, but it's like, I'll tell you this, the boss fight in the original, there's no way it's like it is in the remake. Like, that shit's like so modernized. Well, here's the problem with the remake is that it introduces the modern tropes. You squeeze through things, that's a big red flag. You squeeze through things, that is annoying as hell. And then you have to move around those carts with the yellow tape on it. Horrible. Like it doesn't make it unique. It doesn't make it stand out. I don't get it. The whole squeezing through things that gimmick has to go. I don't know why that's still in there. You know, the Callisto Protocol did that. Oh, here we go with this Alien Isolation. And I was actually going to talk about that earlier, but someone got me off track. Yeah, they announced the sequel for Alien Isolation 2 today on the 10-year anniversary. And all I can say is that, well, hopefully this time around the game's good because the first one isn't good. In fact, I agree with IGN on their Alien Isolation review. I think they gave it a pretty low score in the internet. The Alien Isolation is another internet darling game. But it's a snooze fest. It really is a snooze fest because it's the same crap over and over and over again. And it becomes very tedious and annoying as opposed to terrifying and scary because you already know what it's like, oh, the alien's chasing you. Okay, well, we've been doing this for about 12 hours. it gets old, right? So hopefully Alien Isolation 2, they can do it right this time. No, Alien Isolation is another Internet Darling game. There's about 10 games that I can probably name right now that are in the Internet Darling category, where the Internet will shill for these games no matter what, and these games are just locked in, Internet Darling games that are only popular on the Internet. People in real life have no idea what these games are. The Last of Us pins on their bags in blue hair. Oh, Lord. Scorn. Who made Scorn? Was that Bluebird Team as well? No, they made that Silent Hill ripoff game that no one talks about. What was that game called? They said it was going to be like it was just like Silent Hill. It had fixed camera angles and everything. In fact, it was probably more true to Silent Hill than the damn remake is. What was that game called? It's trash. Bloodborne, Witcher, Elden Ring. Oh yeah, those are definitely internet darling games. We can add way more to the list. Alien Isolation's on there. What's another internet darling game that isn't as obvious? Because most of them are pretty obvious. But there's a few other ones that are like, yeah. Okay, we're going to be wrapping this up very soon here. We've been live for about 2 hours here. We're going to be wrapping this up shortly as the chat has completely come to a halt here, so that's a great stopping point anyway. I guess we just can't talk about this game. It's like, well, we're very close to something happening soon with this game within the next month or so or whatever, and people just still can't get on board. I guess they just have to wait for Rockstar to update, and then we have to start discussing it then. I don't know, but it seems ridiculous because I don't know what you're going to discuss when Rockstar says something because you're not going to get much. I'll tell you that. You're not going to get much. So I guess when they announce Trailer 2, we can come on here and say, hey, guys, Rockstar announced that Trailer 2 is coming, and then watch this again, and we'll be back to square one. Cool. Alien AI Isolation. Okay, we're done with the shilling. Jean-Claude Van Damme is in the building. That's what we love to see. Jean-Claude Van Damme is coming through with the last super chat of the show.
Jean-Claude Dessay has just tipped 23
Jean-Claude Dessay is in the building.
Through super chat. GTA 6 is just a remaster of Vice City, so incredibly boring.
Well, this time it's going to be woke. I mean, dude, that's well, hell. I didn't even think about it like that. That's what we're talking about. Jean-Claude Van Duso is in the building. Jean-Claude Van Duso is in the building.
Men holding hands. Men holding hands. Men
it is a
holding
remake
hands,
when you think about
men
it.
Holding hands. Men
Why didn't I
holding
think about it
hands,
like that?
Men holding hands.
Well, that's what Red Dead Redemption 2 is. Shut up.
Men holding hands.
Jean-Claude Van Damme with the $24 super chat.
Men holding hands. Men holding hands. Men holding hands. Men holding hands. Lightning showers. Lightning showers.
Jean-Claude.
Lightning showers. Lightning showers.
Big support here today. Why would I want to play Silent Hill 2 when we got like way bigger support here today by not playing Silent Hill 2? Like you know what I mean? It was like people were like, "Oh wow, Michael's actually not playing Silent Hill 2. This is actually a great show." But you start playing Silent Hill 2 and everyone falls asleep. The chat was dead yesterday when I was playing Silent Hill 2 and they have no idea. Jean-Claude Van Duso in the building here. We got about 11% on the battery, so we're going to be wrapping this up very soon. And what he said was that this is basically a remake of Vice City, and now I start to really see it like that because Red Dead 2 is essentially a reboot of the first game under the guise of a prequel because it has the same ending. The main character passes in a tragic way, and, you know. It's getting cold out here. Holy shit. Cyber Slump with PC mods? Well, there's someone playing Silent Hill right now, and he's got about 1,000 viewers. So there must be a lot of conversation surrounding this game, but the Silent Hill people aren't coming over to defend their game. And if they are, they're leaving dumb comments, and they're not. They don't have any gameplay of the game. Hell, I don't even, because the game's not even out unless you buy the $80 edition. I don't think anyway. I think that's tomorrow. So the game doesn't even come out until tomorrow. So I guess we should have played it because there would have been one more day to play it in early access. Hello? Hello? I think we could talk to a brick wall, and I think it might actually have more movement than this chat. Starting to think that might be a reality. The chat is completely dead. Jeez. It's because Silent Hill is a TikTok game now, but they can't play it because they don't own a PS2, so it's massive for the new gen fans. Yeah, well, that's why they remake these games. I mean, they waited how long? It's been 20 plus years since the first one came out, right? Something like that. So, yeah, you remake it for the new generation that isn't able to play, because you can't play the new one on console, can you? Someone's yelling. We got to get out of here. You can't play the new one on console, can you? I mean, not the new one, the old one. Can you play the Silent Hill 2 HD collection on the PS5? Probably not, right? Maybe Xbox, but someone's yelling. We got to get out of here. Okay, we got about 9%. Oh my God. What the fuck? Dude! What is going on today? Holy shit! Tom is in the building and he's coming through with a $50 super chat right up there in Canada, bud. Dude, Tom is coming. Tom is coming through, and in a way that makes sense. Let's go ahead and get the lasers. We're at 8% battery, and Tom is coming through with the final super chat of the show, and it's a massive one with a $50 super chat straight up there from Canada. Holy motherfucking shit. Tom Horton is in the building here, and in a way that makes sense. Holy shit, Tom Horton is in the building. Isn't that coffee place in Canada? I don't think they have Starbucks in Canada. Well, they might, but I think it's Tom Horton's, right? Tom Horton is coming through with the $50 super chat. What a way to end the show here. Holy motherfucking shit. The support today is unreal. Like, god damn, we ain't playing. I mean, shit, you think we're going to play that Silent Hill 2, y'all? You know, I mean, holy shit, look at this right here. Unprecedented support here today. Just unbelievable from top to bottom. Unbelievable. From top to bottom, we do appreciate that, coming through hard and strong, and in a way that makes sense. Tom is in the building, and he's playing us out here with the massive $50 super chat straight from Canada. Tom Green. It's Tom Green. Bro, it's Tom Green. We got Tom Green in here, bro. Dude, it's Tom Green. My bum is on the Swedish. Holy shit, we got Tom Green in here, bro. Oh my God. That's amazing. Tom in the building, coming through in a way that makes sense to play us out here with the massive $50 super chat. Let's go ahead and get you them lasers, bud. Let's go ahead and get you them fireworks here. Look at that right there. It just works. We're living in the future here. I mean, even NVIDIA doesn't do this. We're living in the future here, and we just have real-time graphics based off of hand gestures. That's insanity. We're living in the future. Tom is coming through in a way that makes sense. The backwards man. It is freezing out here. And what a way to play out the show here. Tom coming through hard and strong. Straight from Canada. That's what we love to see. Tom Green in the building. My bum is on the Swedish. Swedish. Go ahead and get you them lasers, bud. Coming through in a way that makes sense. And let's see if we can do this real quick here. Hello? Let's see if we can do this real quick here. And right there, we got 7% battery, in case you are wondering. So that is what we have left. We have 7% battery here coming through in a way that makes sense. Let's go ahead and get the confetti right back out. We got 7% battery, low battery here. We've been live for about 2 hours and 21 minutes here. Great background effect. Well, we're out here in real life. It's not a green screen if that's what you're saying, but maybe that's not what you're saying. Maybe, yeah, it's got a great, it's incredible technology here. Hello. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if the support, if the support yesterday was a little bit stronger, I mean, we would have continued play. The viewership was up, but I mean, the support wasn't really. I'm not going to sit there and play through that slop when no one knows what to do. Everyone wants to shill the game, but no one knows how to play the game. Let's make that one make sense first and foremost. Everyone's going to shill this remake, but we don't know what to do next, but we love the game, right? Okay, well, let's make that one make sense, because that makes zero sense. And then it's so dark, you can barely see what you're doing in the game. Have no idea what I'm doing. The chat isn't moving. It's just like a total disaster. And we've already seen enough of the game to say that, we don't need to see more of it. I mean, it's really that simple. So, hello? Dude. So, we have way less viewers today. We had big viewers yesterday, about nearly 500 people in here. That should be the number all the time. Every time we're live, we should have 500 minimum. But, I mean, even if we streamed it today, I mean, we wouldn't hit 500. It would probably be down to 250, 285, 300. Pretty sure that's right where it would be. Okay, we got to wrap it up before it cuts off because it will just shut down here soon. So we're going to wrap it up here. The chat's totally dead anyway. So great time to wrap it up. And a big shout out to everyone that came through. Of course, a massive shout out to the comeback king, Dennis fucking Parker, Heavy D, laying it down here. The briefcase, the Bruce Wayne bucks, Clint Eastwood bucks on the table. And popping the cherry as well. And then Tom coming through, playing us out in a way that makes sense with a $50 super chat. Jeremy Power Lewis, Tornado. Jeremy Power with a 2-time Tony Hawk combo. Georgie in the building. Georgie with the 2-time Tony Hawk combo. San Martin coming through, being a little toxic. IAD in the building. Georgie in here with, I think, the 3-time Tony Hawk combo. San Martin with a 2. Georgie coming through with a 4-time Tony Hawk combo. 5-time Tony Hawk combo for Georgie. Holy shit. Chris H in the building as well, longtime member. Shadow Gamer in here. I think we covered everyone. All right, well, that's going to do it. Playing us out here. Yeah, Tom came out of nowhere at the very end. Great support there, playing us out in a way that makes sense. So, yeah, that's the stream for today. Talked a lot about the Joker too. I think that pissed people off. But here's the thing: I didn't see it, so I wasn't chilling it. I was just saying I think it made a damn point. Whether it's a good or bad point is, I guess, in the eye of the beholder. But I think it did make a point. And I think that is maybe, they got bacon on the motherfucking truck. Okay, with that said, we're going to wrap it up here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. And with that said, we will see you later. It's over.